memory lane. Yes, we have some number lines today. Oscar, what's the title at the top of the page?
Opposites attract absolutely.
Okay, so we got something to do with opposites today. Take a look at A. What do you notice?
Number line.
Opposites.
Okay, how about B? How about C? What does that mean?
They're the same, but not different. Like negative and positive. Either negative and positively opposite.
Okay, I heard a bunch of things, Guillermo. I heard they're the same but in different places on the number line. I heard when you add or subtract them, they become 0. Nice. Number 2, describe the relationship between the two numbers. Go ahead, do that. Andy, number 2, you're answering number 2. We just looked at these numbers. What's the relationship?
Between which two numbers? It doesn't, all of them.
The numbers that you see in A, B, and C on the number line. This is A. Write it down quietly. Number 2. Christian, what'd you say? Thank you. Tony, what'd you say?
They are the complete opposite of each other.
Thank you, Sam.
When you add or subtract them, they become 0.
Thank you. Number 3. What do you notice about the distance each point lies away from 0 on the number line? How far? Look at the points and the number line and find 0. 0, 0, 0. How does the position of the dots compare? Right here in A, 2 and negative 2. 2/3 and negative 2/3. 1.5 and negative 1.5. How does this length right here compare to that length right there? What does it look like, Sam?
They have the same distance.
Do you agree with Sam?
Yeah.
Write that down for number 3. Could you read, please? 2 numbers that are equal distance.
Numbers that are equal distance are in different directions from 0 on the number line are called opposites. The opposite value of a number is its distance from 0 on the number line.
Okay, so we just kind of defined 2 key ideas, opposites and absolute value. The opposites was the first thing we talked about. One's a plus, one's a minus, but the value we see is the same. Absolute value is distance from 0 on a number line. And it's always a positive amount. So, for example, how far is minus 2 from 0 on the number line, Jerry?
2.
2. How far is minus 2/3 from 0 on the number line? 2/3. You guys do. C. Oh. You guys fill in the rest of the blanks, please. We're in number 4. Okay, quiet please. So absolute value is what we're looking at here in number 4, and it relates to, by definition, how far you are from 0 on a number line. Okay, so what did we see for negative 2 and 2? They're both 2 places away from 0 on the number line. What did we see for negative 2/3 and positive 2/3?
They're 2/3 away.
2/3. Brody, C.
They're 1.5.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So absolute value is always a positive number. It relates to the opposite, but it's different. You have to be careful. Opposites have a plus or a minus. Absolute value is always a positive. What do you notice for each question? Blah, blah, blah. Now, take a look at number 6. This is kind of a fast forward because a lot of this is review. So it's a very quick intro. We have some operations, minusing, timesing, dividing we're going to do. But we have these absolute value signs. What you're going to do is do the math inside the absolute values first before you take out the positive value. What that means is right here I have 3 minus 8. Keep, change. That's positive 3 plus negative 8. What do I get when I add 3 to negative 8? So I'm going to write absolute value of negative 5. So I've simplified. I've done the math inside the absolute value. Once I get it down to one number, then I'm going to do what I just did in number 4. What's the absolute value of 5? Okay, here's my answer. I do not get rid of that subtract or other negatives inside until I get it simplified down to one number. Now here I only have one number, so I can take that 3 out. Here I only have one number, I can take that 8 out. And this subtract, was it inside the absolute value? No. So this looks the same, but it's different because of where the subtract was. This time the subtract is outside the absolute value, so I'm going to do it after I've taken the numbers out. 3 minus 8, keep, change. 3 plus negative 8, negative 5. So it looks like a similar problem, but the absolute value surrounds the whole problem here, only surrounds numbers there. 4 times 5. Absolute value of 20. 20. Okay. I only have one number in each of these absolute values, and the times is outside the absolute value. So I'm going to take those numbers out. Chris B, what's the absolute value of negative 4? R. Times. Again, the times was outside, so I'm going to do it after I simplify this. Isabel, what's the absolute value of 5? 5. Wyatt, 4 times 5 is? Thank you. Okay? You guys figure out E and F. E and F at your table. Talk to the people around you. Notice these are division problems. Look carefully.
That's showing your work right there.
Okay, in E. Anna, what are we going to do first? We're going to, if there is an operation to do inside the absolute value, you have to get this down to one number before you do. What's 12 divided by minus 3? So now that we have done the math that's inside the absolute value and we got it down to one number, we can take it out. What does this come out as? Okay? Right here, the divide, is it inside the absolute value? No. Does the absolute value surround that divide symbol? No. So 12 comes out. Then we're going to divide. Negative 3 comes out. What does negative 3 come out as? 3. This one's going to do 12 divided by 3 after you've taken them out. And it's also going to be positive 4. That's about what we'll be able to do today. We'll pick up right here tomorrow. Go ahead and put your books away, my friends.